Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Explain Again. This is a four-part podcast covering the Bybit attack in late February 2025. It was highly sophisticated and highly targeted, which saw $1.5 billion of losses. What made it particularly nefarious was that Bybit's multi-sig signers signed a transaction they did not intend. They weren't held at gunpoint, and their keys were not stolen off a server or a computer. There have been many analyses since the hack happened in late February of varying degrees of technicality. My contribution is somewhere in between, if you're more than a casual user and less than a very technical user. In addition to interviewing both Web 2 and Web 3 experts, because I believe seeing is believing, we will be using diagrams to clarify what happened. We'll also be stepping through demos on screen. These are the four parts. In the first part, we interview a security expert to explain the Web 2 component of the exploit. We explain how Bybit signers were tricked into signing something they didn't intend, and we muse on the reality of security fatigue. It's about 17 minutes long. In the second part, we interview a protocol expert to explain the Web 3 component of the exploit. We explain the safe smart wallet design and where the attacker inserted themselves. It's about 21 minutes. In the third part, we venture further into technical land, discussing hardware wallets with the Web 2 expert, who also happens to be a hardware engineer. We discuss why is it that hardware wallets are the most trusted part of the transaction lifecycle. This is something people assume, but don't often question. So we'll be talking about secure elements, secure boot, root of trust, and we take excursions to the websites of Ledger, Trezor, and Keystone to see how they assure users that their wallets are running authentic firmware. It's about 14 minutes. The first three parts run just under an hour in total. In the next few days, I will be releasing the fourth and final part, which is a detailed demo of some of the tools that one can use to verify your safe transactions, stepping through it with the Web 3 expert. I'm most excited about this section because we'll be stepping through the gory details of message and transaction signing. And through that process, we'll be exposing inconsistencies and UX fails of our beloved industry. We first demo a simple ETH transfer and then an ERC20 transfer. There's some differences to take note of between these two types of transfers. We'll use a fork of Pascal's original tool to check safe transaction hashes. Specifically, I'm using the OpenZeppelin fork, which has a UI. I'm also running it locally. Running it locally means that I don't have to trust OpenZeppelin's servers, at least after the initial installation. We'll also refer to Tenderly simulations. We'll use a call data decoder, and we'll use Foundry's cast tool to generate call data. Our wallet stack is the Rabby browser extension connected to the Keystone hardware wallet. And for variety, we will also use the MetaMask browser extension connected to the Ledger Flex hardware wallet with the same seed loaded. Now, one problem I found with all the checker tools is there are too many. They check different things on different devices, and you can get really lost in there in all of that information. And it's very scary because you could lose a lot of money if you don't do it right. So I put together a template spreadsheet which you can use to organize the chaos. I've also compiled a list of resources in case you want to review more checker tools or read the reports related to the hack. Check out the GitHub repo ml-sudo code/explainagain. Stay curious and stay safe.